Woohoo! Hey, morning everybody. First live stream of the day on Hex Token channel. Of course, covering Pulsechain, PulseX, and Hex twice a day. So I hope you guys are enjoying that. And yes, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button as well and hit the bell for future videos. Don't forget to share the channel around into different communities. Go for gold on that. And of course, let's get the virality up and increase the exposure. So good to see everybody in the house. Your host, Superman, in the house there. And let's check out the chat here. Here we are on Hex.com. This is the place where it all began. So Hex.com, check it out if you are new to Hex, the ultimate crypto. And don't forget the best performing crypto in 2020 and much of 2021. And of course, we'll return to that in future glory. So it's got incredible tokenomics. Of course, never been seen before with the share rate on the certificate of deposit. So definitely check out all the details. Make sure you do your investment due diligence before investing, of course. Nothing on this channel is investment advice. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hex.com, let's go. And of course, we're going to check out some of the comments and we're going to get into some of the prices for Hex, PulseDogeCoin, and of course, Maxi and Hedron and many others. So stay tuned for that, as well as Bitcoin and Ethereum. We'll be covering all those prices as well. We're also going to have a quick check-in on Richard Hart, the founder of Hex, and of course Pulsechain and PulseX, which is coming down the line. We're going to look at that as well. So let's get onto it now. Before I even start the live stream, I had to go down to the garage, get my car warranted, fitness it, and so there we are. It's back on the road. So there we are. Nice to see that. Very, very cool. Didn't take me too long, maybe 2 hours, something like that. So there we go. Let's get into the chat here. We've got a great comment from Dave Down Under. I'm so proud of our Hex over the past month. So many big wallets have dumped, but still Hex recovers. All it wants to do is go up and to the right. So I like that, Dave. Nice comment to open today's live stream. Big shout out to Dave. Whoop, whoop. And we've got a few others. A big welcome from Hex Token channel, of course, with the emojis. And we've got Wally in the house there. Finally made it in time for the start. So that's great to see you in the house at the beginning there, Wally. And of course, Wally Pisang is the full name there. I wonder if this recent jump is just a fake spike or a true return to new all-time highs. Well, I don't know about straight away to all-time highs, but certainly I think it's a pretty nice solid move in the right direction. We still do expect some volatility at this range, but of course, I'd like to see it get up over 9 cents, 9.2, say to 9.6 cents, somewhere in that ballpark. To consolidate in that range and then make a push for 10 cents. Alternatively, it could go to 8.8 cents and then bust over 10 cents. We will see how we get on. So far, the retail book has really been pushing the price up, which is great because Hex is getting distributed to a lot more players, so a much more distributed process. Now, this is going to be a multi-year process, redistributing Hex, and of course, we look forward to that happening, and we see it every single day in the stats. So slowly and surely, that's a good thing. We've got a good thing as well. We've got how's everybody, says Wally. Very, very good. G Units announced that. Hey, Heck family. Woohoo. We got Wally's with the woohoos too. Look like an empty corner in the house there. Let's go, says A Hex Love 22. Got that feeling almost, was it late nights on Friday nights with the old slow jams plan. We got Steak Hex as well. Hello from Carolina Beach, North Carolina. Great holiday weekend to all. So big shout out. If you're in America, it sounds like there's a holiday weekend on. So I hope you guys are having a good time there. Brendan is looking house there. Howdy, Superman and gang. Good to see you, Brendan. And of course, Fat Sammy's in the house. Woo! Zach's in there too. Please, some more dumpage. I need more Hexes, Zach. See, some people want the price lower because they want to accumulate more volume. So just the way it goes, isn't it? Don't forget to put your limit orders in. If you haven't done a limit order before, check out the video I did the other day, of course, and you can check out matcha.xyz. So check that out. Pumpkin Owls in house there. Hello, Hex to retrace lower, Superman. We're going to have a little look at that. I'll give my opinion on that in a second. And Pulsechain says, good morning, Super. Says Pulsechain. Pulsechain shortens all your words. Shorten all your words. It's how efficient you are. Pulsechain, you're efficient with the English language there. Good morning, Super. So there we are, and we're going to interpret that. Good morning, Superman. Woohoo! All right, let's get on to it, folks. The prices. This is our daily chart here in the Hex journey, and of course, we're in this massive descending triangle at the moment, and we've got our two dash lines at the very bottom. Obviously, once Hex went under 10 cents, then anything between really 1 cent and 10 cents was in the game. And we had our support at 6.8, and that was a reasonable support line, but still soft in my opinion. But weaker still was a support line at 3.5 cents. But of course, the economic energy to sell down is you require more economic energy to sell down on the way there. But we did see some impressive selling in the early days with big account selling, liquidity pools, other people jumping on the bandwagon. We did see some pretty impressive selling on some days there. And but the market, retail market, has really outpushed the market price back. And we're going to look at some of that a bit later. But here we are at the moment, zooming in on the current period. And of course, we hit a low. It doesn't show on this chart. We showed the low on this chart, 4.7 cents, but we did hit something like 3.6 cents, somewhere in that ballpark on other charts. So that's where we're at the moment. Some people did pick up some nice little buys at 4 cents with their limit orders on Matcha XYZ and things like that. So it was pretty good. And some of them for the first time ever, which is pretty neat. So very cool on that one. We had a really strong green day on the 28th after our last big red day on the 27th there. And then we had another red day on the 29th, but not too bad. And then finally, we had the last 2 days of being green, green, green. We like the green colors. And currently, we're at 8.347 cents. High for today so far, 8.584 cents. Pretty good. Is it getting ready to wind up for that attack on 9 cents? And like I say, I'd like it to see it between, say, 9.2, 9.6 cents. Get in there, consolidate just a little bit, and then push higher after that. So very cool. Now, I think that one of the questions was in here. More dumpage. I need more. We've got a couple of comments in there. What was the other one we're having? So yeah, I think we're looking pretty good at this stage, to be honest. We are under 10 cents, so anything's possible in terms of the downside. But I think that we're looking not too bad at the moment. The volumes have slightly decreased, but they've decreased to the upside, so that's positive. So yeah, I think it's looking pretty good so far, all-time high. But once again, it is getting tentative. We really do need to break to that 9.2 cents there. Otherwise, we could easily go down. So not quite out of the park yet, or out of trouble yet. But I think we're definitely, if we make another nice move up to that 9.2, 9.3 cents, be pretty cool. And we've got to stay there for a little bit. We're at the end of the month here on the chart here, obviously in Kiwi land, aka New Zealand, aka Aotearoa, aka the land along White Cloud, and you guessed it, aka the land of Lord of the Rings. There we are. I can see Frodo coming through the door any time now, bringing me a hot cocoa, something like that for the morning, but that's about it. So there we are on the 31st there, and of course on my time, and we've got the vertical there. That's the end of May. So Richard said we're not launching Pulsechain at the end of May. He is correct. That appears to be the case. So there we are. And so we're going to go into June, moving into June now. And so we've got a little bit of time in front of us. So if we zoom out, of course, we're going to see how many days we've got until the end of this descending triangle. About 43 days. Now, descending triangle, obviously we want to bust out of it, but we want to bust out of it in pretty good style, to be honest. And we've still got a while to go there. So let's hopefully we bust out of it much earlier than 43 days from now. We'll see how we get on at the moment. So, yeah, very cool. Let's bust over to the right here. We can see that back here, this is ages ago, we had this price action. It was about 9 cents there. And you can see at the top there, about 9.6 cents there. So that's definitely want to get into that zone, that little sneak zone underneath 10 cents, and away we go. But retail is pushing it, man. Retail's doing the work. And we're going to jump over to Whalebot, have a look at that again. We've seen some okay buys in the Whalebot, but we're looking forward to some really big stuff. Let's go back 24 hours here. We're going to have a look at see what the action is here. Nothing so far that's of interest. Hex is not dead, says the Whalebot. I like the Whalebot. The Whalebot is our friend. What else there? We've got some other stuff going. Not saying it will happen, says Hextronaut. But if Hex repeated a price action after big payday capitulated candle, history doesn't always repeat, but often rhymes. I'm okay with rhyming. A lot of people like to do the old rhyming bit, but we'll see what the chart does. But so far, it's doing the right thing there. So 4 hours is the only buy, a big buy, what we call a whale buy in the last 24 hours is this one that was 4 hours ago, 2.4 million. And of course, that's pretty nice. We'll take that anytime. So really, retail book is the one pushing the price up at the moment. Very, very cool. And of course, that means Hex getting distributed. A better distribution of Hex is better for the ecosystem, in addition to all of the fundamentals that are already in Hex, like the share rate and getting T-shares and things like that. So I think it's pretty positive in my view. So looking good from my point of view, but still not quite out of the woods yet. Got to get to 9.2, 9.3 cents, stabilize around there. So far, so good though. Let me know what you think in the chat there. So Whalebot's our friend as well. We've got the markets here. We're going to get into the 4 charts, our 4 charts that we'll be covering on Ethereum, and then we're going to get to the BNB charts as well. There's all the, what I call the Hex charts. Hex charts, inverted commas. What else we got? Mixed Crypto Arts and House. Morning, mate. Good to see you. And Brendan says Richard Hart has more devs for wallet. Hopefully he doesn't do another sacrifice before Pulsechain launch. Yeah, I don't know. Anything he does, Brendan's probably going to do pretty successful. But yeah, I think a lot of people are hoping that it's after Pulsechain and not before. But then once again, you just never know. He's got a, he's a little cheeky, so he likes to do things that people don't typically expect. So there we are. We'll see. I imagine you never know. You just never know. It'll be hilarious, to be honest. PulseDoge says good was spelling it. Don't give me too much credit, says PulseDoge. That's hilarious. And no, it's all good. Brennan says, I want to use my profits from Pulsechain to dump into wallet sack, says Brennan. Yeah, a lot of people want to do that, so we'll see how he goes with that. Hey, look, he may do he could do something else with the wallet as well. I haven't really talked about that online, but I have another theory about the wallet. But he could do something else with it. At least he do it. Maybe not a theory, another scenario he could do with the wallet. We'll see. I may raise it in the Discord. PulseDoge says, I think the dump has been entirely orchestrated by Richard friends to prevent a pump and dump of Hex once fork is dumped. PulseDoge. Yeah, that theory is pretty strong. And I think there's a lot of good evidence around that, PulseDoge. But once again, we'll find out. 8.4 cents. Come on, baby, says Briz. Absolutely, Briz. Good to see you in the house. One more day until Hex token buys the price up to 10 cents. Hey, Brendan, you're well aware of the fact that I am looking to buy myself, and let's see how we go. I'm hoping the price is favorable to me, just like someone else said they want the price lower so they can get more volume. It's all about the volume game, right? But who's getting the volume? That's the other thing. Who's getting the volume is the other part of it. The DB Cooper says it's a good day. Woohoo! Hey, DB, good to see you in the house there. V-shaped recovery on the daily, says Brennan. Nice. Thanks, Brennan. Appreciate that. So it's coming from Brennan. I like it. Nice to see you, Superman. Tufon's in the house. Good to see you, Tufon. Maxi's still on sale. Says, yeah, a little bit. We're going to check that out now. Crypto Compassion in the house. Yo, family. Good to see Crypto Compassion. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Good to see you in the house. And Wally says, if it was orchestrated, then that was an amazing move, says Wally. Yeah. I've seen the theory out there a lot of times. Once again, we're just following the chart here. Canadian Hexskins, Pulseskins, and Pulsexkins, says Michael. Hey, Michael, appreciate that. Big shout out. I think PulseDoge is right, says Tufon. Yeah. Saying I think the dump has been entirely orchestrated by Richard and friends to prevent pump and dump once Hex. Yeah, so we were expecting certain plays around liquidity pool and the price. So maybe this is the case here. He is on holiday, so we're going to check that out. Let's get into the charts. Then we're going to check up on Richard Hart and, of course, the market. So let's stay tuned for that. Welcome, everybody. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and hit the bell as well. And you definitely hit the likes. You only got 16 likes there, so smash those likes. Just go boop, boop, boop. As we always say, sound effects not included. You have to bring your own sound effects there when you do it. All right, so we've got Hex at just under 8.5 cents. I pretty like that. That's looking pretty nice. This is on the hourly now, so we've moved from the daily to the hourly. And that looks pretty good. Nice little W there too. And of course, that's pretty nice. That's on the hourly, so cool. And 8.5 cents. Very, very nice. Looking good. What else have we got? Hedron. Hedron a little bit behind the times there. It's definitely on an uptrend here, but had a little bit of sell-off here from the looks of it, down to 722, and that's on the daily too. But it's looking okay. There was a bit of a pump yesterday on the Hedron too, which was nice. Maxi, of course. Maxi is at 14.55, has been as high as 14.8 cents. Let's have a look at the premium. Premium is pretty important, so we're going to look at the premium on Maxi. Once again, I'm very impressed with this Maxi product and how it's performed. Certainly has done basically twice as good as I expected it to before getting a lot of sell pressure, and it's up at 74% premium. Remember, my premium, I expected maybe once you get to 40%, people would start selling that quite often, but that has not really been the case. I mean, it's definitely obviously had pullbacks with the Hex price and other bigger events, but the premium has stayed pretty solid here. Look at this, over 52%. It's kind of the bottom of the premium channel here, and it's done pretty well. It's had another spike yesterday at 94% premium. I mean, absolutely amazing. I do think a theoretical in practice, a maximum is probably 200-300%. And we have seen a 233 here back on the 15th of May. So that's pretty cool. Every time I talk about the chats, I'm always got a big comment on the chat. I hate that. That's just unfortunate. I got to make sure I keep on to that one. So Biz is crypto compassion. So yeah, we're currently at the top of the range there in the premium, but it's looking pretty good. Like I say, I have a theoretical of about 10.8, and that's based on the backing of the fact it's 100% stake versus Hex, which is kind of down at the 9.34% mark. And of course, that's how I get to that theoretical number. Then I discount that, of course, about 70%, so that'll give you about 2-3x on that. That's kind of how I get those numbers there. So 74%, pretty good at the moment. We're going to get on to PulseDodge, the talk of the town. And of course, I've talked this up a couple of days in a row because I could feel this was kind of coming here. And man, oh man, look at that. Woo! So that's up at $3.08 at the moment. Yeah, boy. Let me know in the chat if you got part of this as well. Don't forget, I posted the bottom here. I'm back on the 27th at $1.06 here. I did a little bit of a Richard Hart on this one. Posted the bottom at the bottom there, $1.06, and you can see that in the chat there. Let's go. Let's say look at the fame. Richard Hart does this, so I'm going to do it too. Let's go post it in the chat here. I'm going to go all the way up to the old Superman. Posted in the 1.06 there. In other words, this is in the price chat here on Discord. If you haven't joined Discord, hit the link in the video description. I've got to find this thing first because it's probably quite a way back up now. Actually, have I gone far too back here? Yeah, I think I've gone to, oh no, that's 29th. And a lot of people have been busy in here posting. Look at how many comments are in the pricing chat here. This has gone insane. There's people, they love their charts, that's for sure. I say that, but then I post there all the time myself. So that's fine. Let's jump back up here. That's pretty hilarious. So if you haven't got into, you want to talk about prices, definitely get in to the Discord and get into the price chat. There's lots of good regulars in there and some good comments on there, stuff like that. So a lot of nice people to talk to. PulseDodge there. So just hit $1.06. Woohoo! So I posted that right at the bottom because I was watching the chart at the time. And then bam, of course, look at that. Now it's up at $3.11. Yep, boy. Welcome to the homie. So you would have absolutely clean shop with that as well. So that's pretty cool. Let me have a look. I'm going to take it on the PulseDodge. We're going to jump over to PulseDodge and have a look at that. That is the play, man. That has been the play. And of course, we know from Guns to the Accountant that a certain amount of sharks apparently accumulating. We have seen that. We were talking about that before. We knew some of the names in there. And of course, we could see it in the wallets that were accumulating, in the top wallets, that some big whales have been accumulating PulseDodge. It made sense because PulseDodge doesn't have that. It has a relatively limited supply. And of course, if you had enough of a cartel, enough of an oligopoly, enough of collusion in there, you could end up, taking supply off. And you have to have the buying chops. You need enough buying power to make that work. But if you could do that over a sustained period of time, you might be able to actually make that play off. And so far, we're up 192% in 3 days, and that's pretty impressive, right? So awesome returns, and we have been as high as 204% there from the bottom to the top. Pretty mad gains, given the climate that we're in at the moment. Of course, that's pretty amazing, pretty spectacular gains there. So congratulations if anyone managed to get most of that as well. So let me know in the chat if you've managed to enjoy some of that. You don't have to tell how much bags, just say yeah, that was awesome, something like that. So cool. So very exciting to see that. And of course, that is pretty much the ETH charts there. Those are the ETH charts at the moment. We'll watch that, of course, and see how far. Now, obviously, the more that they can accumulate at the top of the PulseDodge there, the more they can get pulled aside, the less propensity there is to sell, right? So the more that it's just like Hex staking, the more you get off the market by staking, the less propensity there is for sellers to move the price down. So that's pretty cool. So we can see the top wallets here: 303,000, 180, 155. We've got a couple other big ones here as well, in the 40s, 50s, and a few others there as well. Now you can go through and do chain analysis, see who's buying and this and that at the moment. I think they did stop buying yesterday, last I checked out, but you can go and have a look yourself. We currently got 4.3 million PulseDodge there at the moment, 4.3 million PulseDodge, and the maximum is 12 million. The OA and the BA addresses get 10 PulseDodge per claimant, and of course we know who the claimants are because we've got the contract. Go to read contract and then scroll down. Go to number of claims. We've got 18,525 claims at the moment, and of course people that had Hex stakes on the 20th of April are able to claim this. So we're probably maybe around about 21%, somewhere in that ballpark of claimants have claims. And of course, a lot of them have sold them back into Hex or something like that. So the big whales that have been buying have to absorb all that free claim and accumulate that. A lot of it, they did quite a bit of it at lower prices. And of course, we'll see how they get on. Let's see how this gets on. Could this do something amazing? Could it become the preeminent meme coin? At this stage, I think it is at this particular time. And of course, obviously, if they can accumulate that, the more that happens, I guess the bigger chance of people perceiving it as the coin to get. And of course, with the scarcity, is pretty big. So 12 million is the maximum. Currently 4.3 million. We've got about 60 days to go in the PulseDodge launch phase. So that's going to be pretty critical. How many? See, 12 million is the max. Subject's got a little hash there. If all available coins are claimed and minted within the claim phase, 100 days, there will be a total of 12 million coins there. 100% claim rate is very unlikely, so there will probably be way less coins than 12 million. Could be somewhere between 1 to 5 million. Scarce, I know. Well, we're already up to 3 million there. Or was it 4 million, did I say? Let me just double check. 4.3 million. Sorry, I dropped off a million there. That happens sometimes. You just drop the million off. This is the way it goes. So we'll watch that for sure. Pretty cool. So how many days left to go? 59 days. 59 days there. I think there's some of these things. There's a lot of collusion going on with a few things around the place. Just the hint there. And I'm sure some of you have seen that yourself. There's a few probably well-based conspiracy theories going around, and they've probably got a decent amount of evidence to them, like we say. All right, so there we are. That's pretty much where we're at the state. This is all the Hex prices on the Hex chart, so looking pretty good. I would say. I think they're looking pretty good. Let's jump over to the crypto markets, and we're going to jump out of PulseDodge, go to the crypto markets here. We've got BTC strong, man. Woo! 31,751. Now, of course, when BTC has to step up, has to consolidate, step up. If it's going to break the bearish downtrend that people want, but of course, really to do that, it has to make a strong move all the way back over 50. And of course, it's got a lot of barriers to doing that, right? So we'll see how it gets on because the market's volatile. The Fed interest rates are a big deal. We've got a lot of traditional players, institutional players that do the same thing as they do in the stock market to the crypto market. We've got, in other words, they risk off when there's enough noise around. They use that to manipulate the markets, do short trades and all sorts of stuff. We've also got, obviously, discount to the grayscale trust units and things like that going on there. So it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. Ethereum almost back at 2,000 here, back on the chart. I don't know if it's been over the last day, but it's looking pretty good. And BNB at 322 there. Some nice gains. ADA up 18% as well, 56 cents. That was down pretty low, man. ADA was down pretty low for sure. Let's have a look at USD Tether there. 26 cents. It's pretty similar to yesterday. USD Tether just slightly below par there, just as a fraction. But USDC looking pretty strong there as well. So some interesting stuff there on the crypto, which brings us with BNB's up 5%. We're going to have a look at the BNB tokens. So this is PulseDodge, P33, and IM, Internet Money. And of course, we're going to wait till that goes up there. So yeah, we've got a nice little move up there on PulseDodge. Still 6.5 tenths of a penny there. So still relatively small, nothing really major there. BNB is up. And of course, we've also got P33 there at 26 cents. A bit of a green candle in the house there for that one. And we've also got internet money up at about 1 cent there, up in the last couple of hours there. So a little bit of movements there as we see, but BNB is up slightly, so that's nice. Very cool. All right, we're going to jump out of there. Bam. And that's pretty much the markets, folks. So let's get into some of the chats there. I'm going to leave this on the Hex price for a little bit before we get into Richard Hart updates. Let's see what else is going on there. Joy says, what's up, everybody? Woo! And we're all going to make it, friends. Whoop, whoop, says X%. I believe so. I'm with you on that as well. What else we got going on there? We've got GD in the house. What's up, peoples? Sandy Beach in the house. Hey, Sandy. Wally says, I love Maxi. They should have done another one with the 10 years. That's an alternative. So apparently they're looking at product development. So we could see annual ones. We could see stuff that's shorter term, like Wally says. That's a good one, a shorter term. We could see some with capital gain, passive income hybrids. They've got lots of options they can do. I'm looking forward to see what they come up with. So big shout out to Goldkey and the team there for sure. What else we got there? Sandy Beach says, hello, everybody. Sandy Beach, good to see you in the house. I love the emojis as always. And Steve writes in there, thank you for keeping us all together, focusing on long-term prize. Steve Wright, Santa Barbara. I love that, Steve, and appreciate your support there as well. Nao's in the house there. Is PulseDodge a free claim or something? PulseDogeCoin or PulseDodge. I guess PulseDogeCoin is a free claim airdrop for people that have got T-shares, Hex T-shares staked before the 20th of April. There is a snapshot for that on the contract page. And our PulseDodge itself is not PulseDodge. You have to buy on the market. You will get airdrop PulseDodge onto Pulsechain. There will be an NFT auction. I think 5 NFTs per day running for almost a year or something in that ballpark. That's going to be interesting to see that play out too. It is the original one, PulseDodge. PulseDogeCoin is the latest one, but of course it is doing pretty well in the market at the moment. I'm in PLSD, says KD. Hey, nice KD. Woohoo! You're enjoying the action then. Well done, KD. Bread and ducks for KD. Nice. GD says PLSD is free to claim if you have Hex stakes running. Yes, that's true. If you had Hex stakes at the 20th of April and you're in the snapshot there. David Under says, in the future, if you can say you got Hex anywhere around 10 cents, you're a winner. You're a winner, chicken dinner, Dave. I agree with you on that one. Michael says, claim my turtle's worth. Yeah, you're going to claim your turtle's worth. Hey, the turtle's worth might be worth quite a bit if it keeps going the direction that I think it could potentially go to. I don't see any reason if they can successfully pull enough of the supply, if there's successfully not too much PulseDodge and the whales are able to pull enough of the supply off the market in terms of their wallets and manage to keep a little cartel going, in other words, cooperate to do that, then I don't see any reason why it couldn't keep going up and up, up and up, and be the premium and eminent meme coin on Pulsechain. I think it could be pretty good. Now, I know there has been some big claims. Obviously, what people say and what happens are two different things. So we'll just have to watch it closely. But so far, so good, I would say. So far, so good. CJ's in house with the hang 5s, had 10s. Yeah, 60 days remaining, says Fat Sammy. Yeah, 60 days. What's the site there, says Naho? There's the site for PulseDogeCoin. How to claim PLSD. You have to connect your wallet up if you're there. Now, what it's going to do is going to check your wallets and then check it against the snapshot on the GitLab there. So I won't go through all that now, but actually I might go through that since there's a couple of people asking. Please excuse the diversion for those that have already done all this stuff. This PulseDogeCoin, you're going to go and hit the claim button. You can do that on the main page. You can hit the claim airdrop there too. It's going to open it up to the claim page, PulseDogeCoin.app. Of course, you can connect your wallet up and it's going to check your wallet against the claim, the snapshot. What I would suggest is that make sure after you've claimed to disconnect your wallet from PulseDogeCoin.app. That's just a good basics, one of the minimum safety things you can do. Now, the contract has had 2 audits on it. It's had a lot of commentary in YouTube. So once again, not investment advice. You must do your own due diligence for connecting as usual. But of course, a lot of people have that stuff's kind of gone to the by and by. But once again, not investment advice. The other thing, of course, if you want to see the contracts, you can go to GitHub, or you can just check it on Etherscan. But you're going to see on GitHub here, you're going to see the PulseDoge contract, and you're going to see the PulseDodge snapshot here on the right. So you can click on that. You can go to the airdrop balances on the JSON file, and of course you can view the raw data, and you'll see the snapshot that was taken on the 20th of April. And of course, these are all the addresses you can see from the top, from the whales, from the sharks, through to the dolphins. Dolphins get 900, remember, and it goes all the way right down to the very smallest wallets. And of course, you can do that as well. Now, I need to export this file myself because I want to add up how many addresses actually qualify. So I've got my denominator correct for the percentages claimed. I think it's around about 21%. I'm just doing it the denominator at 91,000. Stakers. So we'll see. It should be pretty close. Anyway, so that's pretty much it. So you just connect your wallet, and away you do. Once again, in your MetaMask, whatever wallet you're using, just connect it afterwards, and that's it. Cool. Right, so let's have a look here. So we're going to jump away from that. That was a bit of a diversion of the day. We're going to get on to Richard Hart in a second. Let's go back to the DEXs there. We're just going to stay on those charts there. Brendan's got under it's going to look like a blip on the map when we get to $100. Yeah, that's true. I agree. That's definitely potential. Potential if they can get enough people, accumulate enough of the volume. Particularly, you might see this happen at the end of the claim phase in 60 days. The other thing, of course, is the OA and the BA addresses get a lot, but it's unknown what they will do with those supply, right? So just we'll see how that goes. They might get I think it's about probably about 370,000 combined at the moment, PulseDodge and those. So we'll see. Didn't follow PulseDodge. If I'd seen it at $1, I'd put the crap, says Wally. That's hilarious. Now it did issue at $1. So PulseDogeCoin did issue at $1 when it launched. Sure, someone else will post it. Yeah, we're done. Buy the $1 million question. Did you buy at $1.06? Says Briz. We don't talk about portfolios, Briz. We don't talk about portfolios. Out of it, says Wally be saying. No, says thanks. For sure. And Thomas A says, cheers, Fatty Sam. Nice one, free money PLSD. Yeah. We got Lies Beneath in the house there. Hello, how are you today? Very good, thanks. Hello all. Hex, EHEX, PLSX for the win. Nice, I love that. That's the ultimate strategy in my view. Sup, Lies Beneath. Nao's in house, just got some free PulseDodge, boys. Hey, nice one there, Nao. Congratulations. Good 8. Nice. Yeah, you got a good price too at the moment. It's attractive. Hex Token says, hey y'all, good to see you in the house. Precisely, so you think this only 1 million people can hold 4.3 PulseDodge all at once. So if you own more than that, you're a super 1%. Yeah, I guess so. What else we got going there? USDT seems to be having issues in Celsius. Celsius is in hodl mode. Lol, says Hex Token. Yeah, I saw Richard's talking quite a bit about that. See, free internet money does exist, says Fat Sammy. It does, especially if you're staked in Hex. It's amazing how many airdrops you've been able to claim. There's been so many. It was at least half a dozen that I'm aware of. Hex Token says, what if you open your staker app and it said that the devs have put you in hodl mode? Says Hex Token. Ouch. Yeah, that's true. No problem. Glad you got free money. I got a free swap out of it. Nice, says GD. Can't complain. Hey, swag unit. When Pulse updates, nothing over a week, says D-Base. We'll just have to be patient there, D-Base. On the Pulsechain news, we'll just have to wait for Richard. Good timing. Well, hopefully, we do hope that the communications are clearer in the future. That's probably the way I would say. But hey, the certain amount of gamification is going to be probably played as some people have theorized so far. So we'll just have to wait and be patient. In the meantime, you can take the opportunity afforded to you by the price and the market and accumulate positions, I guess is the way to say. What's up, friends? Cryptogonauts in the house. Good to see you. PulseDogeCoin. Yeah, coin with the capital coins. Hey, Probably Views in the house. Nice work. I appreciate it, Probably View. Big shout out to you. Benchwarmers in it too. Great to see you, Superman. Hey, likewise, Benchwarmer. The free Pulse Maxi. I like that. Smash the like button. Definitely for sure. He says no updates other than the last one for now. Keep calm and enjoy the ride on Hex. That's true, GD. I agree. Bought a nice tranche of Maxi on the last hour. Glad I did. Hope you all got some too. Yeah, a lot of people on this channel have been buying quite a bit. So it's been really, really good. A lot of people have had some in the retail book. I'm really happy when the retail people get to pick up lots of nice cheap Hex. That's really cool. Knowing that Pulsechain's coming, you're getting a 2-for-1 and you're getting a good price with the volume. It's pretty exciting. Now, no one knows when the bottom is, but so far so good. It's looking good so far, but we're still in that volatility range in my view. What's good on here, baby token? How you doing? Hey, Jim Rat Crypto, good to see you. Hope your fitness challenge is going well there, Jim Rat. Woohoo! Man, something like 250 people involved in that. So I hope they're doing their thing. I've got to get out and go for a walk myself today and start getting myself fit too. Hex Token says PulseDodge is just a big 20, no actual copy, and not free for stakers, says Hex Token. What else we got here? Jim Rat Crypto, enjoyed my free money. It's screaming. Nice one. Yeah, that's pretty good. They will do more similar Maxis, 100%. Maybe copycats too, but go with the trustworthy originals. It's possible at a year. The other thing, possible, I'm interesting to see. What people will be doing. I'm interested to see what people will be doing. What other new contracts will come out in the space. You know, after Hedron and Maxi success, what other sort of innovations we'll see in that space as well. I'm looking forward to that. There's could be other teams looking to build on that success. I'm hodling PLSD, says Hex Token. Nice. And chart's looking good currently, says Davis. I think so too. Bought some PulseDodge dip. Should have bought more, says Hex Token. Yeah, it's a pretty good move. Damn power outage, says Thomas. And hopefully any Hex under 10 cents will be a winner. And chicken dinner. I agree. Stake it until you make it, says dollar baby. I agree on that. $10, sorry. Yeah, I agree with you. $10 is definitely not out of sight at the moment in the near term, I would say, or short term. Let me have a bit of time, bigger time frame. Short term. What airdrops are likely to come in Superman's opinion? Well, we know that Kira's coming on Pulsechain. We also know there was one just recently, which was done as well. Anyone else, if they're aware of one, let me know in the chat there. We've got PulseDodge is doing one. Or they've done one that's only 2,000. And the only one I know that's qualified for that I know of is Sandy Beach, who seems to qualify for every airdrop on the planet. Sandy Beach is on it, and Sandy Beach knows what she's doing. So there's 2,000 entries in that one. That was PulseDodge in there, so I'm not sure whether you qualify for that. Once again, you can go to the new token links there. You can see all the projects here. So we've got Kira. Kira is for Pulsechain. I'm just trying to think. I think there are a couple on here. I did a video, this one here, top passive incomes, and it does have the spreadsheet for that. I'm just not sure what I put onto that. Let me have a look whether I can find my spreadsheet. It's a little while now. Passive income there. A couple of so we got NFT on Pulse is going to have airdrops. We got Kira's going to have airdrops in green there, so you got the green there. And I think that's it on those ones, yeah. So those are the two that I'm aware of, in addition to the PulseDodge one. So let us know in the chat if you're aware of anything else maybe I've missed here. Now, some of these other ones are going to have like airdrops when they're running, like Ari Cash says it's going to have airdrops. So there are a few here. PulseDodge, obviously, it's going to have some sort of partial airdrop in there as well. I'm not sure of the mechanics of that. So let us know if you know anything further. We've got PulseDodge in here, like I say, looking at it's got the airdrops in there, so that's definitely happen. But that's limited, that one. So there's a few others in here. Now, if you watch this video, top 25, you will be able to get the link to this this spreadsheet here, which I've just updated, so it is shareable there. Nice. All right, cool whip, as we say. Admins or Superman will never DM you. Please report anyone you believe might not be trying to scam you or hold your pistol us. Yeah, that's true. So the admins and myself will not DM you. The only time I ever DM is when I'm deleting something that is going to compromise your security. So other than that, I won't be DMing you about anything unless you, of course, contact me. Just the way it goes. Cool. We're going to get on to Richard Hart. Let's do that. And I'm going to jump out of here. I think we've just got a super sticker in the house. So we're going to jump to that. James Bond. Copy time for Superman. Hey, James Bond, appreciate that. $5.55. We love the 555s. And, of course, the bow down from the Superman. Thanks so much. Appreciate that very much. So cool. Let us jump over to that. It's funny that you say that, James, too, because I was at the cafe earlier, but I bought a coffee for my sister, not for myself, because I got up very early this morning and I had to take my car to get warranted. That's just the way it goes. Well. All right. I think I'm just trying to check out where I'm up to here. Get Hex is in the house there. Good morning to all. Hello, everybody, says James Bond, of course. Celsius is garbage, says Jim Rat Crypto. Hedron, PLSD to the moon. It looks like it. Hodl mode is a meme, says X Hodl. Michael A says, how to find the current airdrops for Hex stakers, please. Yeah, well, I gave that link there. Get into Discord and you'll be able to find that there. We're just going to let anybody else, if they've seen an airdrop that I haven't got on the list, let me know. Cheers from Summer, Miami, new crypto capital of the USA. That is true, Umberto. That is true. Everything is up 15-20%, but Hedron is only up 3%. Lol, yeah. As I said yesterday, that's probably the one that's going to have the hardest time moving up, but I do believe it will do it at some stage. But I think like I say, the other ones have certainly got momentum and got the scarcity play as well. And of course, some people have publicly said that they're trying to cartel some of those, particularly the PulseDoge. Finding airdrop tokens might be scams. That's true too. Not everything is free. So do take your investment due diligence and be careful when interacting with contracts, airdrops, and things. We particularly like airdrops that you have to connect your wallet. Those are typically the best ones. My last buy was at Hex was at 9.2 cents. Nice, Briss. Warhammer says, if you had some fiat now, what would you buy? Hedron, Maxi, Hex, or PLSD? Well, I think any of the last three would be probably pretty good. And if you wanted to talk to more short-term gains, any of the last three. Akira token airdrop to Pulsechain sacrifices. Yeah, that's true, KD. Awesome stream, says Simberto. I appreciate that. Big shout out. I'm just trying to catch up here on the comments if you know what I'm doing. Superman will help. You have to disconnect and MetaMask. Yes. Disconnect from the site, website you want to disconnect. Yeah. You're talking about the PulseDogeCoin. Yeah, definitely. Just as a basic thing, disconnect from that. Open the MetaMask wallet, and in the upper right left, you will see the fox. Right below that is a button that should say connect. Should say connected. Click it and disconnect. Yeah. Let me just jump on to. I haven't got the wallet signed on. Let me just log on here. I'll play wallet. Let me just pull it on the Pulsechain. Let me go to play wallet there. And let me open that up. So yeah, I'm not sure if you can see that, but there is normally when you're connected to a site. Now I'm trying to remember where it is. You can actually disconnect from the site there. Let me just, I've forgotten where it is too now. Actually, I'm not connected to any site, so there we are. That's probably the reason why. But you can disconnect to sites. So you can go connect to sites here. So this three dots is an ellipsis, what they call an ellipsis. But it's a vertical one. And you can go down to connected sites, and you can click on that and then disconnect your sites from that. So you can do that. Cool. What else there? 83 watching and 37 likes. Come on, mob. Yeah, definitely smash the likes. Hit the subscribe as well. Exciting time, says DB Cooper. Absolutely well. I agree with you on that, man. And of course, it's accumulation phase, folks. Just accumulate your positions. Make sure you do your risk and return due diligence. You're welcome. Enjoy the way inflation is going up. I might just start adding zeros to your super chat amount, says James. That's hilarious, man. Appreciate that, James. What's up, Hexagons? What's up? Tin Top's in the house. Good to see you, Tin Top. And what's curious is genuine. I actually don't know. I've only done a quick look at it, but you can see it in the chat there. I actually don't know I can't remember off the top of my head what they're actually doing, but maybe I should remember that. Let's leave a like for this awesome RH streamer. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to 100 likes. Absolutely, get into it. We got two on the house there. What do you think about selling EHEX and PHEX for PLS on launch? Bad idea. Well, a lot of people are going to be doing it. Not a lot of people, not a lot of retail people have said they're going to be doing it. So definitely something to think about there. Yeah, I personally won't be doing it, either of those two things, but I know that some of the retail people will be. Yeah, it's I don't want to say too much about it. I do EHEX might pay off for you, but once again, I don't want to make too much comment about that one. EHEX might do. PX I probably wouldn't be doing the PHEX, but because of the people selling down, but EX possibly. Food TV's in the house with the super sticker, $90.99. Woohoo! And good to see Food TV in as well. Long time caller, as we say, Food TV. Long time caller there. Big shout out down to you for sure. I appreciate that. Big thanks so much. PLSD is a beautiful chart. It is indeed. And I think it's going to get better and better, I think, James. I have a feeling about it. Let's do it, family. Only we can promote our interest. That's true, Gimberto. And we talked about that yesterday. Don't forget to get out and do some direct marketing as well. Get out, do little maybe flyers in your local block. Do that a couple of times. Just something simple like that. It's going to be very good. Maybe a little article in the local rag. Do a couple of weeks in a row, something like that. That people read. You can do simple things like that. It's a way to go. PulseBeta says EHEX PX for PulseX would be better, maybe, says PulseBeta. I probably would agree with you on that too. That's probably slightly better there. Now, what happens is when people ratio trade that down, the rates can get pretty unfavorable. So it's probably the other thing I would say. Let's get over to Richard Hart and see what Richard Hart's been up to. So this is one thing he said a few hours ago. I've got so many devs now, says Richard Hart. So many devs. And, of course, people have responded to adding people to the team, says Pharmacist, when project is already on the way. It makes it even longer an average than without adding. At least some serious HR managers are saying looking long-term might be better, even a better story. Good luck. Richard replies, which is why we stick them on the wallet. And, of course, that caused some FOMO. Bring it on, baby, says Bob Wells. Woo-hoo. Bob Wells, of course, is a good follower of this channel, so big shout out to Bob. Bring it on. I love it. One of my favorite comedians in there too. PulseDogeCoin says Hexkins. Love hearing this. Thank you, Richard. Woo! So they're all pumping there as well. One of the most impossible parts of the last interview. No, the reason it's delayed is because they are good. If we weren't good, that would be launched already. That's a good one. I maybe I missed that comment there. Jim Rat Crypto even responds as well, and posting another Jim guy. Man, you must be looking at a lot of Jim stuff there, Jim Rat Crypto. I guess that's what happens when you've got a passion. You get a lot of those images. Got a feeling that Pulsechain is ready, says Hex Pulse. No more money for another sacrifice, please, bro. Let us make some dough first with PLSX before wallet sacrificing. I think that's a pretty common sentiment there. So we'll see how it goes. But sounds like Richard's got the working on the devs there already. We knew that there was one. Maybe he's got obviously two or more as well. Now, it's going to be just interesting to see how this bodes for internet money, for even potentially stake wrap, potentially in some ways. So it's going to be interesting, a bit of competition there with that. So it's just depends on, I guess, the design, the cross-chainness and all that. Obviously, stake wrap is well advanced with some very talented devs on it. So it's going to be interesting. And I love what I'm seeing for stake wrap. On the other hand, Internet Money, of course, is doing their first phase of design. Of course, that's been going for a couple of weeks now. So I look forward to that. Obviously, I'm sacrificed for that. So I'm looking forward to that. I love the fact that they're going to be doing a shareholder token for that and with wallet fees. So that's going to be cool. And of course, we've got Richard Hartz, who obviously is the founder and the leader of this whole community and ecosystem. So it's going to be fascinating to see that play out. And that's what markets are all about, baby. That's what markets are all about, options and optionality. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be good. But we do want Pulsechain to launch. I think most people are pretty happy about that. We bring on Pulsechain, bring on PulseX. Because what's bigger out there than Pulsechain and PulseX coming up? And of course, Hex is a beneficiary. I don't see anything, man. So bring it on, bring it on. We want crypto domination. We want world domination. We're not just talking about any launch here, a ghost chain. Talking about first full system state copy of Ethereum. It's going to be pretty badass. All right, so cool. Let us get into that. So that was the one main tweet there from Richard. He also posted some stuff around these shoes there. I don't know. He could get into selling shoes, right? He's been posting a lot of shoes lately. Some of them are pretty awesome. Richard might end up setting up a shoe store. That would probably do pretty well. So cool. He's got a few other things here about inflation and about Bitcoin. We're going to jump through those. Some more there about Celsius as well. HODL mode is active. Your account was set to HODL mode by our team. HODL mode prevents all outgoing transfers. This includes sending coins, sending funds via SellPay, charging whitelist addresses. If you would like to deactivate HODL mode, please contact the support team there. Not your keys, not your coins. And of course, this is with Pulsechain coming up. You're going to have not only a first system state copy of Ethereum, but you're going to have the keys to your coins. So pretty amazing. I've used Polygon, for example. You don't have the layer 1 coins there, so this is very important. So it's going to be very cool to see this. Not your keys, not your coins. Celsius is a bad joke, and Mashinsky there is a bad founder. Hex.com lets you keep your own keys as you should. So that's awesome. And of course, not only is Hex on Ethereum, and of course you get to keep the keys to your coins, but Pulsechain's coming, and Richard's. You're going to have Hex on Pulsechain. That is good. Not only is Hex part of Richard's stuff, but you're going to have Pulsechain, PLS, and PLSX, and that's going to be awesome. And of course, being able to control not only the coin but the environment that you're on, particularly around fees, as the gas fees and things like that, S-load function stuff. It's going to be awesome. So going to be very bullish. Richard's also in Iceland, and he's got some pretty cool photos here as well, and looking nice there. Living the dream, man. Living the dream as well. He looks very relaxed, which is very cool. I love it. It's good. You want a relaxed founder. So that's very cool. So that's a couple of cool things from Richard. He's up to almost 225,000 followers on Twitter as well, which is cool. And of course, we look forward to him growing. I think his title here is I own the world's largest diamond, multi-billionaire and founder, PulseChain.com, eFork, Hex, and of course, YouTube, Richard Hart, 27 million for charity, 145 IQ, Red Bull can PP, he says, as he's proud of, and away he goes there. So very cool on that one. So I hope you're loving that. Cool. All right, we're going to come up to Hex, of course. Hex is coming up on the daily stats. We've got probably another 10 minutes to go until those populate. So we'll check in on that. We're on day 911. And of course, we're coming up to 2.5 years on Hex with the next day ticking around. Oh, we're actually 1 day to go. We've already covered over to next day. So 911. Tomorrow, approximately, is 2.5 years of Hex. 2.5 years. We're going to have a party on Hex. That's what we're going to do, man. That's how we roll in this community, and that is we party all the time. Even when the price is down and we're crying, when the price is down, we still party. This is what's going to happen. Beastie Boy party. I'm going to play some of their music. So cool. And we're going to come back to that. Let's get back to the Hex price charts here. We're going to just scale that up a little bit there. EHEX and PX, I think we've covered that one. Hex, and should there be a Hex Memorial Day for weak hands, the lost T-shares? Possibly Hexkin. There is a board for the penalties, so there's no doubt we should have that. Sandy Beach. Oh, we've got. Don't forget, we've got our big stake coming out, haven't we? We've got our big stake coming out. I think this one's going to show up. We've got our big stake coming out. We've got 3 of these left this year, right? Like the big ones over 500 mil, whatever I think it was. So we're going to scroll down on this. I'm not sure if that's. Yeah, so coming out there, that's the one there, 1st of June. So it's coming out, and then we've got these other candles here, 18th of July, that's 406, and then the last big one there, 576 on the 1st of September there, coming out there. And of course, we've got all our front runners here that like the short stake as well. So it's coming out. We'll see how we go with that. I'm not expecting too much drama from that, but we'll see. We'll see. Sandy Beach says, I'm saving now for the wallet, says Sandy Beach. Yeah, I think you and a few others, Sandy Beach. Now, Sandy Beach is the boss. You are, Sandy Beach knows how to play the game, and of course accumulates volumes when the price is attractive. So well done, Sandy Beach. John Gibbons in the house there. Hello, everybody. Woo-hoo. What did I miss? You missed some action earlier in the live stream. I did a handstand, and no, I'm just kidding. No, you haven't missed too much there, John. Rich Hart is the new Al Bundy, says Katie. That's true. Al Bundy, that's for sure. I've been watching a lot of Al Bundy lately on reruns. Man, that is one funny show. The whole cast was brilliant on that. I love shoes, says Sandy Beach. Me too. I want to get some glow shoes and stuff like that. I don't know why. I just like them. Iceland is awesome, says Sandy Beach. Yeah, it looks beautiful. Now, obviously, in New Zealand, we've got a lot of places like that in the South Island. So New Zealand's pretty much got a bit of everything. James Bond says RH is winning on every level. Great holiday pick, says James. Absolutely. PB should be in cash, says Hexero. You have to fight for your rights, says DB. Absolutely. That's we say that on this channel too. You really need to, the people are trying to take rights away over the last couple of years. You really need to do what you can peacefully to push back on that. Freedom is and your rights are fundamental to flourishing in any society. James Bond says, "Congrats to whoever bought the Hex dip. Wonderful." Yeah, I agree with you. Hex Fan says, "My first stake from day one ends 1,000 days. Woohoo! A nice one, Hex Fan. Day one, man, oh man, that's amazing, Hex Fan. OX Hexkin, a guest on Maddie's challenge, donated 2 million to Animal Shelter. Yeah, that was amazing. I didn't actually watch it, but I did see the beginning of it. If you get Hex, so if you haven't seen it on Maddie Allen's $2 million to donate to Animal Shelter, very very cool. Michael Grossman says, "Will we see copies of our PulseDogeCoin at the fork?" PulseDodge. Oh, something just happened there. PulseDodge. You're talking about which PulseDogeCoin? It's going to get copied over at the fork. Yeah, it's on Ethereum, so it's going to get copied over automatically. All these charts here will get copied over automatically. The one on these BNB ones will be airdropped. I think all of these ones qualify as airdrops. Pulse 33, yeah. PulseDodge, yeah. And Internet Money, yeah. So all three of those. Gen Hex in the house there. Woohoo! Good to see you, Gen Hex. And don't forget, if you want to check out all the new tokens, get into Discord. The link's in the video description. We're heading up towards 500 members. 459. Actually, I think we lost one last night, so it's pretty rare that we lose somebody. But we did last night. Anyway, get in there. We got new tokens, a new tokens chat there for Pulsechain projects, riskier as we go, and also new tokens as well in the links there. So you can see all the projects there. Let me know if there's good projects that are not on there. Let me know if I have not seen them. I'll add them to the list as well. So definitely check that out there too. And if you haven't got a general chat, that's where most of the chats happens on Richard Hart tokens. Price chats as well. If you want to talk about pricing, there's been a lot of activity in there. It's getting really good, really humming in there. It's nice. And of course, non-crypto chat there. If you want to talk about music and airplanes and things like that, get into that. Cool. And finally, if you want to get useful links around everything around Hex, Pulsechain, and PulseHex, there's a whole ton of lists there for general. The Hex, of course, layman guides, contracts, staking, audits, Pulsechain, PulseX links, sacrifice checker apps, general Tron Theta, Richard Hart links there, market links as well, limit orders, Rinkby testnet there. Actually, I did an update to this yesterday. It's disappeared. I'm not sure why it's gone. But Hex, you've also got this one here. Hex derivative projects, Maxi Hedron, onboarding tools, Ethereum blockchain data, Uniswap data, Pulsechain YouTube streamers, sacrifice projects, crypto hardware wallets, and the Hex stores. And we're going to be building this. There's a lot more sites to go on there. So it's going to be quite the library of the Richard Hart ecosystem. Links there, so definitely check that out. The other thing, if you want to play around on Pulsechain Bridge and PulseX Exchange, don't forget Richard. Those are the two Richard really encourages people to play around with before Pulsechain launches. There's short videos here, 2 to 5 minutes long, you can check out as well. And finally, obviously, Hex Token YouTube is on Discord is a syndicated channel. So we've got Gen Hex with Craig Wadding on there. And we've got Heinz Crypto as well as YouTubers. We're looking to get 1 or 2 more like-minded YouTubers in here as well. And don't forget, It's Now as our pretty much leads up most of the community stuff, helps out people onboarding and security and stuff like that. So big shout out to It's Now. Always does amazing work in the community. So cool on that one. So definitely hit the link in the Discord, just at the top of the Discord there if you want to get into that. So cool. And now obviously from time to time we may have some troubled actors come in. We do try and delete those as soon as possible. Obviously, none of the moderators or myself will contact you for anything like that. So no special deals or free coins or donate to me type of things. None of that's going to be there. The only time that I may contact you is if we've deleted something that's compromised you. Maybe you've told how much your portfolio is worth. Don't put that down. Don't on social media. Don't say I've got this and this and this and post pictures, because you just make yourself a target. So I've had to delete a couple of those comments that's about it. So just be careful out there. Don't make yourself a target. That's all I'd say. All right, cool. That is pretty much it. All right, so let's get into it. Yo, Fosh is in house there. Well, 2.5 billion PLSX, make me rich. I think you'll do pretty well there, Yo Fosho, with that. Join the Discord. Definitely join the Discord. And J-Man says, in the house. Hey, J-Man, good to see you in the house. Very, very, very nice. Yeah, so if you haven't seen my video, actually, I did a video on Hex Token channel about PulseX, talking about the fact that if we hit 1 cent and all the people with, I think it's all the people over 100 million tokens, that would make 11,500 millionaires. So pretty amazing stuff there. I'm still going to do a video on Pulsechain with that once I get around to it, because that's those numbers are going to be interesting too. Obviously, in reality, people don't hodl that long. There's only a small class of people, relatively speaking, that end up getting the big X returns because they hold the time out there, but like the Hex Godwell. And so it's going to be interesting to see that. But it is fun to play with the numbers for sure. So yeah, nice. It's going to be fun to see that. All right, so hopefully everybody's having a good time. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell and all that. We're going to come up to Hex Daily Stats is coming up pretty shortly. We're going to be going through day 910. We're now on day 911, almost at 2.5 years for the Hex journey there. Remember, 1,095 days is 3 years for Hex. So 912 approximately is 2.5 years, so approximately speaking. So cool. Let us get back to the market prices, and here we go. Talking like a robot, but that's we go. So we got $3.10 on PulseDodge. We got 14.37 cents on Maxi, 8.3 cents on Hex, and Hedron at 778 on Hedron. That's pretty much where we're at this stage. Let's get out of there. I'm going to close down the hex.com site. Bam. And we're going to go back to that chart and get in here. Sandy Beach got the emojis in the house there. Woo! Good to see Sandy Beach. We're almost up to it, I think. Almost up to the day stats there. Just waiting for them to queue up. Day 909 still. That's got to be coming out any minute now, I'd think. Waiting for the day stats. Now, the thing we've been following pretty closely on the day stats is the liquidity in the pool. This is a good sign of things. Either a good sign of possibly certain people doing certain things. You can name who they are. So we'll wait for that. So it's coming up here pretty shortly. Probably only a minute away or so. Cool Vip says brilliant. Yeah, I accidentally said Cool Vip. I didn't even see you guys say that. I said Cool Vip. Did I say Cool Vip? Maybe I did. It's coming so bad now. I'm just saying Cool Vip all the time. But obviously, it's just wait until Hex is paying out 7 Hex per T-share. Can you let us hands hold onto your T-shares? Yeah. This is a big thing, right? So people, I don't think a lot of people are still really getting their heads around the T-share rate. And the reason why is because people have such a short time frame, and that's still crypto's full of that mindset, short term, either pump and dump or take the money while you can, run stuff like that. So there's lots of that still going on. Hex community has one of the most hardcore staking classes out there with the mentality of long-term staking, and so probably the largest community by far. And so it's still with all the people coming for Pulsechain, PulseX, still trying to pick up that culture, and I think many of them have. But of course, getting that T-share rate's only going up and to the right, folks. So as soon as the price goes through its price cycles, when the price gets really high, a T-share can be very highly priced. And of course, in the future, I do expect it to outprice Bitcoin as well. So if we were back at the all-time high price, we'd be pretty expensive now, about $11,500 for a T-share at the moment. So if we assume 52 cents, we times it by the T-share rate, which we even had yesterday, 21,898. 21,898. That is $11,386. Hey, there we are. We got day 910 just popped up there. Woohoo! Nice call. Good call. Excellent. All right, so party time. Let's go. All right, so 30th of May there. We've got 8.3 cents has come off the bat there, up 17.7 cents. Yeah. So good day in the office. We had an incredible last 10 days. Has been, you need diamond hands, right? You need diamond hands because last 10 days pretty incredible there. We had lots of big double-digit decreases there, 4 of them in a row in the last 10, or 4 in the last 10 days. We've had 2 double-digit days there for the increases, 28%, 17% today. We're currently at 8.3 cents, so we're actually rebounding a bit there. We're almost back. We had 8.2 on day 903 there, so it's good to see that. 8.3 cents, and of course we need to go one more notch higher to 9.2, 9.3, and sort of stabilize around there. Get in that 9.2, 9.3 to 9.6 range, somewhere in that ballpark, and then attack the 10 cent, get back over 10 cents again. But hey, we're still in a volatile period, so anything can still happen at this stage. But the trend is your friend at the moment. What else we got here? We've got the T-share rate payout, 6.136 Hex per day. That's tremendous. There's not a lot of penalties today, you can already tell, but that's pretty amazing. We've got the T-share rate price, at $1,822. So look what we were at just a couple of days ago. We're at $1,380. As soon as the Hex price starts to rise, what do we get? It cost a lot more, almost $500 more, $450 more today than it did 4 days ago to get a T-share rate. Now, obviously, you can, if you stake for 10 years, you can divide that by 3. So it'd be about $600 there for a T-share for a 10-year stake. That's still relatively cheap at the moment, right? So pretty cool. Now, the all-time high that we had was, I think, back in September last year. That was probably around about $9,300 a T-share. So this is pretty good buying. So cool. We had a big increase in the T-share rate, 35, and the T-share rate is now at 21,933. So we probably know why that was so big. We're going to have a look at that in a second. 21,933. We're almost at 22,000 Hex a T-share. Now, over time, this is the key thing to understand if you're thinking about the staker class, is that over time this is going to go up at a faster rate. So we should expect this to go up at a faster rate. So imagine a big curve going like this. We're still down at the bottom of that curve. So it's going to be quite fascinating to see that play out. And we're up 35.3 here. So cool. I expect to see a lot of early in-stake penalties too. I'm particularly expecting them in about the year 2025, 26. And I think that's based on what I think the US dollar price of Hex will be, and on both chains. So it's going to be interesting to see that. Remember, we're going to have 2 numbers on both chains once Pulsechain forks, and of course the human behavior will change those once they fork out. We'll do different things to these numbers, so it's going to be interesting to see that. We've got average stake length 6.63 years at the moment, APY of 38.97%. Remember, APY is the compounded return as opposed to APR, which we use. So it's more like a flat interest rate. Now, there are slight differences to the way it's used in lending and things like that. But that's basically the idea that APY is that compounded their interest and early in-stake penalties. So we prefer to use the word inflation as opposed to interest, but that's what's still here. So either way, it's more for who the audience is, I guess. But interest and early in-stake penalties there. So cool. We've got liquidity in the pool. This is what we've been watching pretty closely. We've got liquidity 95.9 million Hex. Yes, we're back under 100 million. That's pretty much it. And of course, we've got the USD in the pool there. That's the one we're really looking at, 11.7 million there. And so that's up pretty decently from yesterday. So cool. And we've got 1,000 ETH in the pool at the moment. So cool. Market cap. No, we're going to jump past that. We've got increase in T-shares, 10,586 because we had a big decrease yesterday. We're sitting at 10,433,000 T-shares. This is what you want to be a part of. This is the reward pool. So imagine you've got the inflation and penalties in the reward pool, and you've got T-shares, which is the ownership of that reward pool over here. That's all you've got. That's how simple you can simplify Hex down into the reward pool and the T-share pool. That's it. And of course, if the T-share pool gets smaller, then you get more rewards per T-share. That's that simple, right? So cool. If you get more penalties, the rewards get bigger for that day. And of course, that will also raise the payout to a T-share. So very important that that's as simple as that. So if you want to understand Hex, it's pretty much that simple. And of course, this T-share rate is going up and to the right all the time, reflecting people's returns, and of course, also making it equal opportunity over time for people to get into Hex as well. So it's pretty cool like that. And don't forget, a lot of those big, large, short-term Hex stakers, they get diluted from that T-share rate, right? So that T-share rate gets diluted. Maybe some of them have got stakes coming out. They got in there, maybe it was 11,000 when they got in there. Now it's 22,000. So you can sort of see, even with their inflation rewards, they will get diluted from the share rate going up. So it's going to be amazing to see that play out over time. That's why I always say multi-year periods. We'll see Hex play out. It's a long time to go still, coming up on 2.5 years tomorrow, but a long time to go for Hex, for all that to play out. And slowly over time, we're seeing Hex get distributed, and this is a multi-year process. Now, like I say, it's still demand and supply is still important, and liquidity is still important. Don't get me wrong about that, but the actual tokenomics, the actual mechanics of Hex are pretty amazing if you think about it. And obviously, how well you do is also subject to what you decide to do, and also what happens to the market, and of course the time of the market. Say when certain stakes are coming out and this and that. So it's going to be fascinating. All right, so we've got that going on at the moment. We're going to scroll out there. So we had 16 million increase in circulating supply, 2 million increase in stakes there. What else there? We've got 9.35% of stake coins at the moment. Our penalties today were actually really low for Hex. That's really low, 283,000. But we have had a pretty good run, as you can see in penalties, multi-million Hex penalties every day. So that's been, if you've been staked Hex, you've been benefiting from that. That's been a nice windfall. And on top of the inflation, getting access to half of the penalties there too. So total holders there, 249 is increase, and stakers up 64. Total stakers up 88, and current holders up 36 to 303. So 95,000. We're heading up towards 100,000 stakers. And of course, the current holders up 36. We've had a pretty good run in holders. There's quite a large variability in these numbers, so I'm not exactly sure the mechanics behind that, but once again, we'll just take them as face value as well. So 303,000 there on holders. I suspect that once Pulsechain launches, this could really rocket, particularly obviously on the Pulsechain, and it's going to be fascinating. I do expect the connected liquidity pools between eHETH and Hex on Pulsechain, or PHEX, as I might lazily call it, is going to have some interesting stuff with the liquidity pool tying, and also with the APY arbitrage as well. Potential for a bit of that to go on, although that's much more of a blunt activity with APY chasing. But that definitely is going to be fun. Having two passive incomes on two chains is going to be pretty cool. I think that's another pump mental there. So cool. I think we're doing pretty well here at the moment. That is the daily stats, and we're on day 911, only 1 day away from 2.5 years on Hex journey. Very exciting. Yeah, cool. Just about up there anyway. Maybe day 913, people might argue, is 2.5 years, but either way, day 912, day 13, we're on the ballpark. Cool. That is that. How we're doing for time. Coming up pretty good here at the moment. So we're going to jump over the charts there. Hex at 8.3 cents. Hedron at 7.78. Sorry, and Maxi at 14.37. PulseDogeCoin at $3.10. I guess that's what PulseDodge was on about before with the giant coin there. Pretty cool. I've got the big comment on there too, which is a pain. Lies beneath the NFT emojis. Nice. Just put 150,000 Hex stake in yesterday, and interest rate is 31%. Nice, Peter Green. Nice. Can anyone explain why? Well, the longer, it depends on the period that you stake, right? So if you do like a 1 year stake, you probably get about 12-13%. I think the monthly stake annualized is around about 11%. If you do a longer stake, you'll get a higher rate as well, because you get the effective bonus in your stakes. When you stake, you get effective bonus in Hex. Long pays better. Depends on how long you stake for, says Fat Sammy. Absolutely. What else we got there? It's now yield. Yep, definitely check that out. And of course, you can also do that with the useful links. If you go to useful links, you can go to the onboarding tools, and you can see a couple. We got the Hex calc there. You can play around with that if you want to work out what's driving the return, your APY yields. You've also got stake Hex today, pretty good too. And I think howtopulse.com may have some stuff there too. There's a lot of stuff on howtopulse.com, so maybe check something. They might have some tools on there on that. Cool. Let's jump back to that. Bam. 5555 says Peter Green. 5555. Tortoise Johnny in house with the ducks. Nice. Yeah, something is off there. Yeah, it looks like something is off. That looks lower than we expect on that. But that will probably be coming down a little bit there, though. 2.5 billion Pulse must have sacrificed around 200,000. Says Pulse Beta. Yeah. Absolutely 100%. 555. Did you get 21 T-shares? I've got a couple of comments here. I'll let you guys handle that in the chat there. Where else are we going here? We're going to go to the early in-stake fees over the duration of your stake will increase the yield. That's true. Hex Blisters are right on that. Where are you seeing 31? We'll jump through some of those. Chat on Discord. Yeah, get into the Discord if you want to talk about that. Jump on Discord. Absolutely. After the stream, thank you, Peter. Says Peter Green says you're welcome. And Sandy Beach in the house there with the emojis. Nice. Looking good. Hey, how are we doing for time? We're an hour and a quarter. We're at 12:30 here lunchtime, so coming up on it. And don't forget, I'm doing 2 live streams today: Pulsechain, PulseX, and Hex. 2 daily coverages, and of course, the next one I'll be doing on in about 4.5 hours time or so is when I'll be back on. So cool. I think that's probably it there at the moment. The market's holding up. ETH at 2,000, not quite. Let's have a look. Let's have a quick look in on ETH and see where we're at on this. ETH, yeah. So ETH actually is climbing at the moment, so it is kind of near the high there, trying to attack 2,000. This is the 1 month chart here. I'm going to go to the daily. See how we get. So that is attacking at 2,000 on the ETH there. On the 7 days, we've come down. Where we're at a high here. 2,000, so we're back on challenging it. Looks good in the weekly, and the monthly, of course, we're down on the monthly. Where we were on a month ago, so we're up maybe down almost $1,000 on the monthly there. So a lot of work to do to get back up, getting back to say 2,200, 2,200, 2,300, something like that would be quite nice on that one. And PulseDodge, sorry, not PulseDodge, Bitcoin. They have nothing related at all. How do they come up with PulseDodge from Bitcoin? Must be PulseDogeCoin on the brain. So 1 month there, that's Bitcoin. 1 month ago, we were sitting around 37,700. We got up to around 30,900, 700. Of course, then we had the massive correction. I mean, what do you call it? A super correction. It was pretty big, 39,500 all the way down to 27,500 on here. Now, I know it went down to 26,500 or somewhere in that ballpark on some charts. So that is dramatic. That is a dramatic correction there. At the moment, it's trying to edge its way back up over the 31,667. Interesting stuff here. Let's take out the year, put the yearly chart on here. Actually, do the all-time chart and accept those. And we can see we had a double top here, and here we are at the moment. So we've got a bit of work to do if we're going to get this thing rolling back on. At the moment, people are expecting us to continue to decline into a full bear market. So that's still the favored scenario. So if we were to outdo that, what we would have to do, beat 40k, get over 40k would be our first metric, right? Get over 40,000 would be our next metric. But then ultimately we'd have to get to maybe 46,500 to really do a triple top, the triple top in the house. That'd be pretty amazing. But at the moment, still in that bearish scenario, so don't see any change to that looking at this chart. But in that said, so cool. We are hitting the resistance here that we had at 31.6. So we're back at the resistance here that we had between the two tops. So we'll see how we get on. Let me know in the chat what you guys think of that. Not quite there yet, but it's nice to be back at 31,663. I'm very happy about that. And I don't know when Pulsechain is going to launch, but I definitely like this sort of area of Bitcoin. In my view, I'm very much of the higher the asset value, the better off we are. We were not too high because we don't want too much distraction in the crypto market with everything else. We want people to focus their full attention on the Pulsechain, which will be the light on the hill regardless. But of course, the less attention, less distractions there are, the more focus there are on the one hill. with the big glowing light. So I think it's cool. Henry says, all the airdrops listed in Discord, I'm only aware of PulseDogeCoin. These are future airdrops coming up there, Generin. One of them has been given out recently, which was to 2,000 wallets. That was the Pulse Lorian one there. Only one I know who's qualified for that I know of is Sandy Beach. So I don't know. Sandy Beach might be able to say how she qualified. I don't know. I haven't looked at the details on that. Most that they deemed not scammy. Yeah, that's true. Mike Crossman says, like and subscribe. You make my days driving in the oil fields tolerable. Keep it up, mate. Hey, nice one there, Michael. Big shout out there. Yeah, hit me up in Discord sometime, Michael. Talk about the oil stuff because I've got a bit of background in the oil and gas industry. So hit me up on that. All right, cool. I think we're going to wrap it up here. An hour and 20 minutes. I think it's pretty good. Be very aware of scammy ones. Yeah, once again, do your investment due diligence. Don't just connect, willy-nilly connect to these projects because they're offering you something for free. You can lose everything if you do that. You need to, let the community kind of vet it out. Hopefully, some coders look at the code, that sort of thing. You don't just run in because you can lose everything. And what's the point of that? What is the point of that? Hexhog's in house there. Likes. Hey, awesome. Appreciate that. Hey, we're up to an hour and 21. I will be back on live stream later today. Hopefully, I'll have my working on my presentation all going well, and we'll get into that. Hope you guys have enjoyed this one. The market's not looking too bad, right? 8.3 on Hex, 778 on Hedron, PulseDodge at $3.07 and 14.37. Now, will the market have a little breather now? We'll have a breather, a little bit of pullback here. We will see. We'll be able to talk about that in about 4.5 hours' time. See what happens over the next couple of hours. I think the next couple of hours is the most critical point. And so we'll see what happens here. We've got a couple of hours. We'll add a couple more candles to this chart here. And we'll see whether we can make another move up or just consolidate for a little bit. We'll find out and we'll talk about it then. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell. Take care, all says Lies Beneath. Woo-hoo-hoo, says Briss. And thanks for the stream. You're welcome. And thank you, says Get Hex. Be a hedgehog and run over that like button. Absolutely good stream. Says it's now. Appreciate it. Hey, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in, like I say, 4 hours time or so. Thanks for watching. We're going to be covering the Pulsechain ecosystem, hopefully, if I get my presentation done. That's going to be cool. Version 2.0. Version 2.0. There's the emojis from James Bond. Hey, special thanks out to the super stickers, to James Bond and Food TV. Big shout out to both of you for that, and also to all the subscribers and Hex Token channel members. Big shout out too. Very, very cool. All right, let's end the poll. If you know what to do, if you're a Hex Token channel member, smash out the emojis for sure. I added some emojis to Discord too. I've got the internet money emojis. I've added those 3. You can find those too on the Discord. Toxic Sandy Beach. Yeah, smash out the emojis. All right, take care. Bye for now. Peace. And Instagram model love. That's how we roll. All right, bye for now. Take care.